of me coming on board as the chairman. We have looked at the gap in the franchising industry and comparing Africa to the rest of the world. At a time like this, we need to do what we call incremental decision making. And what is incremental decision making? We can't afford to go through the process by process, step by step for us to get here. I remember some few years ago, they said that the gap between Africa and America is about 50 years. You agree with me? That gap is almost 200 years now to catch up. So we can't wait for 200 years. We don't even have 1 year to wait to get here. So that brings the option of we have to now consider incremental decision making. And how do we achieve that? In Africa, we have seen homegrown application and AI being developed within Africa for Africa. And if you look at the agenda of Africa for Africa, then looking at knowledge-based economy and how we build our own homegrown artificial intelligence to help us. So we have developed a platform to help us achieve this quicker without necessarily going through the process for the next 5-6 years to get here. To say, you know what, we have developed a platform with the vision of artificial intelligence that within a pace of few minutes to 1 hour, we could do a comprehensive background check in terms of due diligence. You agree with me when you're trying to go into franchising by franchisee or franchisor, the process of due diligence, you open up the data room, you get as much information, looking at the background record, looking at financial statement, historical performance, projection into the future, make or buy decision, backward integration, forward integration, horizontal alignment. We're looking at vertical alignment. Putting all this together, it usually takes you a process of 6 months to 1 year, 2 years in some cases during background check. We're saying, okay, you know what? We're not going to go through this long process. Let's begin it. And we have actually developed a platform with artificial intelligence infusion that within few hours, based on the available data, we can make informed decisions. And these are the repetitive tasks that you need to do when you are considering make or buy decision. So when we have enough data to aid our decision within pace of few hours to days, why do we need to wait for 6 months? I don't want to talk for the third party, but again, the platform we have also include financial institutions that will also act as escrow. And we're involving the government in this and the legal entity in this to make sure that everybody is safeguarded. So we're watching everybody. We escrow the fund within the platform. Everybody is safe until the execution of the contract with the inclusion of technology, and it's a seamless transaction within the platform. So regardless of which part of Africa you're coming from or Caribbean you're coming from, regardless of the industry you're coming from, the vertical you represent within the industry, within the value chain, we're saying we've created a platform with AI infusion that will actually hit conversation, that will kickstart conversation. What will be unveiling during the conference or the exhibition is how to use the platform for potential franchisee, potential franchisor, where everybody comes together and where everybody is protected within the legal framework that's available within the different country. And this will see to it that we achieve seamless transaction instead of waiting for the next 5-6 years to conclude a typical transaction. That's why we are much involved in this, and we have seen to it that we see this to a successful end. The application in question has been, we've been building this in the last 2-3 years. We've had over 100 application engineers working on this, bringing in, we have the SDK, we have all the toolkit, everything that it needs to work. So it's Africa for Africa. This is the time for Africa. Thank you once again, members of the gentlemen of the press and ladies.
Thank you so much. That insight. We'll be calling on chairman of last year's meeting, exhibition, to clear address on the policymakers of addressing market gap. Dr. Mazdi.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, Fumi. Good morning, Dr. Adegboye, for your invaluable support and the platform you just spoke about. Thank you, other distinguished speakers, guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here this morning.